I wish I didn't spend so much time on this channel trying to figure out the easy way to do everything, because I'll just save you years off your life. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as overnight success, no matter what people claim on the internet. When I first started this channel, my friend Gage, at the time he had just hit 1 million subscribers, so I asked him, you know, what do you do to actually grow your YouTube channel? The advice he gave me, and the same advice that I'm going to give you. Alright, when y'all were growing up, what were your guys' dreams? When I started my first YouTube channel, what I wanted more than anything in the world was to literally have 1,000 subscribers. It took me 4 years to gain 1,000 subscribers. And I guess if you count the channels I had before this one, it's really closer to 12. And I always wondered what it would feel like to actually have 1,000 subscribers. I thought I'd be the hottest thing. I'd be like, man, that'd be so fun to have 1,000 subscribers. I kept imagining it. What would it feel like to actually have 1,000 subscribers? So at the time when I was 13, I had a Call of Duty gaming clan with my friend Austin. Shout out to him if he ever sees this. But it was called ZGN, which stood for Zombie Gaming Network. And we would record ourselves playing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Zombies, just like this video, doing commentaries. Except at the time, I was a very shy 13-year-old kid, so I didn't really have the same Call of Duty commentator swag like I do now. In fact, I would argue I still don't have that Call of Duty swag yet. All right, we're opening this door. Let's go this way. Oh, MP40. Let's do it. Ooh. Oh, she said, oh, I didn't even realize the box was right. Oh my, I did not realize the box was in this room. But yeah, I always wondered, okay, what is it like to actually have 1,000 subscribers? I thought I would be like, I would have everything figured out. I thought I'd be like a man, and I am the man, but I don't have anything figured out. I think what's kind of funny is whenever you sort of look towards the future, like, oh, what's it gonna be like when I have this? What's it gonna be like when I have X? Or what's it gonna be like when I have Y? We always have these ideas in our mind of what it would be like to actually have 1,000 subscribers. What's it like to have 10,000? What's it like to have 1 million, you know? But I think what's kind of weird is when you're in the moment, it doesn't really feel like anything's different. I think my day-to-day life isn't any different now that I have a growing YouTube channel versus when I didn't have a YouTube channel, right? I feel like what's kind of weird with YouTube is the more you do it, the more you realize you really don't know anything. Can we please get good luck on the box? That'd be amazing right now. This gun ain't that bad, actually. I think what's crazy is I don't know any of these guns. I'm like used to the Black Ops 1 version of all of these maps. So I feel like an unk coming back and playing this game. Yeah, when I was growing up, I always thought having 1,000 subscribers was the coolest thing in the world, because at the time you couldn't actually, this is low-key gonna age me very badly, but at the time on YouTube you couldn't actually monetize gaming videos. Like AdSense was a thing, you could make money from YouTube, but you couldn't monetize gaming videos like this. So what you had to actually do is get what was called like a partnership, and you would sign like what is quite possibly the worst deal in history. You would sign to these networks for the ability to monetize your videos, and they would take like 30% of your revenue. And by the way, that was after YouTube took their cut. The most popular one at the time was Machinima. I feel like I probably gave someone flashbacks by saying that, but there was Machinima, there was TGN, there was Curse Network. There was so many different partnerships you could actually go for. But as a kid, I thought it was literally the coolest thing in the world to get a YouTube partnership. And at the time, the reason I wanted 1,000 subscribers so badly, 1,000 subscribers was the minimum subscriber amount you could have before you could get partnered. So I literally was like grinding. I was uploading videos all the time, doing like Call of Duty commentaries. I made like Call of Duty multiplayer weapon guides, like just all kinds of different things, trying to gain 1,000 subscribers. So that channel that I'm talking about ended up getting around 112 subscribers, and I was on cloud nine. I remember hitting 100 subscribers for the first time, and I was like, no freaking way. I was so excited just to hit like 100 subscribers. I ended up giving up on that channel just because I was so impatient as a kid. I did not understand the concept of things taking time. So like I ended up putting in all this effort into this channel, and I was so frustrated because my videos weren't getting views, which, spoiler alert, they weren't even good videos to begin with, so I don't know what I was expecting really. But whenever you're a kid, you think things are going to be really easy. Whenever you start off a YouTube channel, everybody has the goal of hitting 1 million subscribers. Everybody has the goal of hitting 100,000 subscribers. But yeah, it was literally always my goal to be like a YouTube Call of Duty commentator. And I think it's kind of funny because nowadays that's not really even a thing. Like, I don't think there really is Call of Duty commentary channels anymore. So like, I would genuinely be surprised if anybody even watched this because it's such an old school kind of thing to be a Call of Duty commentator. But back in the day, that was like the coolest thing in the world. Like, you were the hottest thing in the world if you were a Call of Duty commentator. So yeah, what had happened was I eventually ended up giving up on that channel, and it's basically stuck at 112 subscribers ever since then. And I don't really know why I gave up on it. I honestly think it was just because I was frustrated of what I thought was working hard and what I thought was taking a long time. So I like basically just gave up on it. And sometimes I wonder, okay, what would have happened if I actually kept that channel going? But I think the reality of it is I would have had like a crash out. But I'm kind of glad that I'm coming back to YouTube as like an adult, or mostly an adult, because I feel like now the way I would handle things is totally different than if I was like 18 and I hit 1,000 subscribers, right? Dude, why did I buy why did I buy this? I should have bought Jug, dude. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm a real Call of Duty Zombies player, I swear. This is what happens when you try to do a live commentary while you're playing Call of Duty Zombies. You make terrible mistakes. You make terrible plays. But now I have enough to actually get... Okay, honestly, Deadshot isn't even that bad. I'm a Deadshot defender. I don't think it's that bad of a perk. No one's gonna agree with that. They're gonna be like, shut up. Deadshot is terrible. All right, maybe I should link the teleporter. But yeah, at the time, I've just felt so frustrated with that channel because I was like, oh, I put all this time in there. And I was like being a little whiny little baby about it. All right, let's link this teleporter. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't end up reaching my goals when I was younger, because being able to make YouTube videos in your 20s is way better than being able to make YouTube videos when you're like a teen. Like, I'm just saying, because now you have like a little bit of life experience and you have a little bit of a swagger to you. I'm just saying, having a YouTube channel in your mid-20s is what's up. So I think the reason I wanted to make this video was because I love making videos to this day. I think it's kind of funny though. Like, I always knew I wanted to be a YouTuber even as an adolescent, but I never knew what I wanted to do, right? I never knew how it would work out. I never knew anything. I just knew that's what I wanted to do. I think if nothing else, something I really want to bring up in this video is that even though it took me so long to hit my initial goal of 1,000 subscribers, you know, things take time, and just even if you gave up on it before doesn't mean you can't come back and do it again. Kind of how I feel with what happened with this channel. Like I was saying, I always loved making YouTube videos as a kid, and then I remembered how much I liked doing it. So what I did was, I think I must have been 20 or something at the time. I don't even remember when I made this channel, but I was 20 something. I made this channel and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna live my childhood dream. I'm gonna be a YouTuber. And I started uploading videos, right? And I had no idea what I was doing. Nobody ever does. Like, when I was a kid, I would get frustrated, right? Because my videos weren't getting any views. You know, for some reason, I just kept sticking with it. And I kept uploading for maybe like 1 or 2 years. I think maybe it was about a year. Like, the videos suck. If you go back on this channel and watch all of my first couple of videos, like, they were terrible. But for some reason, at the time, I thought they were like the best thing in the world. And I had like no swagger. I had nothing going for me. But I just kept uploading. Like I said, I got frustrated eventually and then I stopped uploading. And I think that's the main reason why it took me so long for this channel to actually get 1,000 subscribers. Like, low key, if I had known what I know now, I probably could have done it in maybe like a couple of months. But it's like one of those things where, like, when you have experience doing it, it's so much easier. But when you're just starting off, like, you don't know anything, and it's so frustrating because you're trying so freaking... Oh, I just realized this is what this gun is. Oh my gosh. The Argus sucks so bad. All right, can we please get a thunder gun right now? That'd be amazing. This is legit the wildest Call of Duty run ever. Like I said, it's been years since I've played Call of Duty Zombies. But hold on, your boy still got it. I still know how to train, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Hold on. But yeah, the main reason I really wanted to make this video was because I feel like in a lot of ways I really am living that 13-year-old like version of me's dream. Make videos like this where I just yap and play Call of Duty Zombies. I don't know why. I honestly could have picked anything to be like dedicated towards. Like, I maybe could have gone to school to be like a lawyer or some shit. I don't know. But for whatever reason, I was always drawn to just making commentary videos. Just for whatever reason, I always thought this was like the coolest thing in the world. All right, what are the chances the box lands right here? That'd be insane. All right, here comes some puppies. Let's see the MP40 actually. Dude, I always loved the World War II guns for some reason. Like the MP40, the STG-44, the Kar 98. Like I always loved these guns for some reason. Like I don't know anything about the Black Ops 3 guns at all. Oh, it's in the theater. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I would upload on this channel for like a couple of years and like the videos were so bad and I was so like, I would get so discouraged because I was trying to figure everything out. The ICR is low-key kind of good actually. Hold on a second. Hear me out on this one. The ICR low-key kind of good. And 44 is okay too. I mean, I guess I could grab Speed Cola, but I kind of want to hit this and see what we get. If we got double tap, that'd be kind of sweet. Jeez, this is like the most oh, we got Widow's Wine. Okay, that's not that bad. Unpopular opinion, but I actually like the 205 Brecci. I remember this gun was like honestly not that bad. At least on these early rounds. I literally can't even remember what I was talking about. Thank goodness for video editing software. Otherwise, this video would be a total mess. It probably is anyways, but that's just how it is, honestly. When I first started uploading videos on this channel, I knew I wanted to grow it. Whenever you're starting from 0, 1,000 seems like such a long ways away. Cause like when you first start, oh my gosh, this thing sucks. When you first start uploading, it seems like nothing is working. But then eventually, oh my, I can't escape the MP40. I'm just gonna have to use it, I guess. Okay, the M16, low-key, hold on a second. Dude, I got attachments on this thing. I was using this thing for real. But yeah, when you're first uploading, it can seem so confusing and there's so much misinformation out there. I would literally spend hours and hours looking up how to gain 1,000 subscribers fast, how to, you know, and there's all these like bullshit videos out there where they're like, oh yeah, just change this one setting on your video and you'll get 1,000 views. But the thing they never tell you, your videos just aren't gonna get views. That's literally the answer. like they never tell you that it's gonna take time. They always tell you, oh, it's gonna happen overnight. It's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. It really discouraged me because it would seem like when you're watching all these videos, oh, it's so easy for these people to gain 1,000 subscribers. Why isn't it happening for me? It's so dumb. And people still like fall for this crap all the time. I still see videos to this day where people are like, oh yeah, here's how to grow your channel super fast. The videos are like the dumbest thing ever. They're like, oh yeah, you gotta tag your video, you gotta make a clickable thumbnail, you gotta make interesting content. It's like, yeah, no shit. I could have told you that. But it's like the thing they'll never tell you in those videos is like, you literally have to put the time in. There's no way around it. All right, we're hitting the box again. This M16, I thought it was kind of good. It's not that good anymore. But we are on round 14. But yeah, in those videos, they always talk about how to gain subscribers super fast. But oh my, the thing they'll never tell you is that there is no easy way to gain subscribers. Like you literally just have to keep trying. Hear me out on this one. Box prediction, it's hitting right here. Okay, this is actually the worst spot you could possibly be in. This is the worst spot you could possibly be in. Okay, thank goodness. We got insta-kill. We're good. We're Gucci. But literally every answer you could ever... Oh! It's a sign from above. Okay, hold on. Hear me out on this one. The M14. All right, I'm about to pack-a-punch the M14. Maybe I should pack-a-punch the ICR. This thing kind of tough, actually. All right, Ray Gun Mark II. You know what's kind of funny? When I was growing up, I always thought the Ray Gun Mark II was good, but apparently it's really bad. Apparently this gun is like really bad. But yeah, literally every single question you could possibly have about YouTube, how to grow, how to do all these different things, you'll figure out the answer if you just keep uploading videos and you keep improving something new about the video every time. Eventually you start figuring stuff out. And I wish I didn't spend so much time with this channel, like I was saying, trying to figure out, oh, Thunder Gun, baby. Yes, sir. I wish I didn't spend so much time on this channel trying to figure out the easy way to do everything. Because it doesn't exist. There is no such thing as overnight success. You will eventually have those videos that just do amazing for no reason and just really resonate with people. People try so hard to get around the work. They try so hard to get around the annoying part, the embarrassing part of uploading videos that no one watches. They always try to get around the challenging aspect of it and just like skip to the end. But I feel like what makes YouTube so satisfying is the aspect of it being difficult. Okay. Think about it this way. If everybody had 100,000 subscribers, how worthless would that be if everyone had it? So I think what makes YouTube so satisfying and what makes channels that do end up making it big so awesome is that, like, you know, there is that level of challenge that you had to overcome to achieve that dream. All right, let's use this Thunder Gun and then we're gonna hit the Pack-a-Punch. But I wanna use this until we run out of ammo, basically. I seriously wish I didn't spend so much time trying to find the easy way. Like I was saying, there's literally thousands of videos where people are like, oh yeah, this is the way to grow on YouTube, grow your YouTube channel super easy. Honestly, I'm just gonna hit the box until I get something that seems kind of cool. I love dog rounds. These things are like a godsend. I'm honestly just gonna use the thunder gun this whole round. I just realized when I was talking about the brecci, I actually meant the haymaker. The haymaker was the gun I was thinking of that's actually good. Honestly, my only goal for this video is I want to hit like round 20. For some reason, when I was a kid, I always thought round 20 was a high round, but nowadays they have people that hit 100 in just like a casual video. This kind of shows you how long ago I actually played zombies. But yeah, if you're like an aspiring YouTuber, I honestly just want to say that there's no easy way to grow on YouTube. But I will say this, if you don't give up and you keep trying, your success is almost guaranteed, I feel like. It's very statistically likely that you'll get to where you want to go, just based on the pure probability. Like the more videos you upload is more of a chance that your channel will actually get discovered by people. And I know that sounds so stupid, like how could I possibly say that? But it's 100% true. All right, here we go. Let's hit the box. Can we please? I low-key want to get a sniper rifle. That'd be kind of funny. All right, we got the ray gun again. Honestly, let's just use the ray gun for what it is. I think the ray gun's like only bad like way later in the game, but for like these early stages, it's not that bad. Honestly, this might be a monumental run here. My first game back in Call of Duty Zombies, and we're already stacked up. We have terrible perks, but at least we have Jug and Quick Revive, and then we have the Thunder Gun, so we are good right now. I think the only bad thing with the ray gun Mark II is it eats up ammo so fast. That's probably why people don't like it. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you're an up-and-coming YouTuber, try so hard to not get into the mindset of thinking it's going to be easy and trying to find like the quick and easy way for everything. Because I'll just save you years off your life. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as overnight success. No matter what people claim on the internet, where they're like, oh yeah, just do this one simple thing. There is no simple thing. It's trial and error. Eventually you figure out what kind of works, you know? But yeah, another thing I really want to say is I'm obviously not an expert on YouTube. I still feel like a beginner every single day because there's new ways to do everything. But I will say this, persistence and discipline will pretty much get you wherever you want to go. When I first started this channel, my friend Gage, I reached out to him. At the time, he had just hit 1 million subscribers, so I asked him, I was like, hey dude, like how do you what do you do to actually grow your YouTube channel? The advice he gave me and the same advice that I'm gonna give you, trial and error. And I know that sounds so simple, because it is simple. It sounds so simple and it sounds so dumb, like how could that possibly be true? And at the time, I thought his advice was really dumb. Now having done it for a little bit, what he told me was literally like the simplest way to put it. You cannot get discouraged whenever you're first starting off. He basically said like, don't get discouraged and stay consistent. I didn't realize that at the time, but that was probably the best advice in the shortest amount of words possible. If you don't get discouraged and you just keep trying, by default, you're going to get better and you're going to start figuring out like what works and what doesn't work. But yeah, the main reason I really wanted to make this video is because I really wanted to see like, okay, I want to live my childhood dream of being a YouTube commentator with 1,000 subscribers. What does it feel like? Feels kind of cool. What's kind of funny though is my friend Austin and I's ZGN clan, I think there's literally only 13 subscribers on that channel. But I remember we started that channel right before him and I both went to high school. So we were in middle school basically. For some reason, I thought like at the time having a channel with 1,000 subscribers was so cool that him and I would just have like girls fawning over us if they figured out we were like YouTubers. And like at the time, YouTube was still like a fairly niche thing. So I don't know where on earth this thought came from that girls would just be like in love with us if they figured out we were not even semi-famous on YouTube. Because that's not even true this day. I think people don't even care if you have a YouTube channel nowadays. But you know, that's just sort of how I was thinking at the time. All right, we have 2 more shots of the Thunder Gun and then we're hitting Pack-a-Punch with this bad boy. But yeah, at the time, our little ZGN clan, I forget how many members we had. I do remember some of them though. There's this guy named Hayes, Instinct Hayes. And this was all on the PS3 by the way. Oh geez, okay, we're gone. We're hitting the teleporter. But there was this guy named Instinct Hayes who was our main like guy that we would play with. All right, we're hitting this too. Double pack-a-punch that. But yeah, I'm trying to remember all the clanmates we had. So we had Instinct Haze, we had Austin, we had me, and then who else did we have? We had a bunch of, I think we had a guy named Star Fox as well, or not Fox. What was that guy's name? Crap, I can't even remember. I'll have to look up our like channel and see, because we had like all the members listed in the channel description. And at the time, I remember being really into graphic design, so I actually made a banner for our channel. And at that time, YouTube banners were way different. They gave you a whole web page you could design, so it wasn't even just... The banner wasn't even how it is now. It was literally like the entire channel had artwork, and it was the coolest thing ever. Spent hours like designing hours, even though nobody even looks at the channel art, which is kind of funny. Right, honestly, we have so much money, I don't even know what to spend it on anymore. This is like first world problems right here. All right, we might as well link the... Oh, we can't link it yet. All right, 22. But yeah, we had all these clan members, and what's funny is like obviously at the time I didn't have a job being in middle school, so what I would do was I saved up all my birthday money and all my like Christmas money and things, and I ended up buying my first capture card. So even as like a kid, basically had this mindset of like basically reinvesting my money, right, to buy like a capture card. So I ended up buying this capture card called the Aether Media Game Capture HD because I didn't have enough money to buy a Hauppauge HD PVR, which was like the top one at the time. So I ended up buying this Aether Media one. And what's kind of funny is Aether Media is still a thing now. And then at the time, Elgato was coming out too. So it's kind of funny. Elgato's like still around, and they're making like all these streamer products. But at the time, they had this recording thing called like the Elgato Game Capture or whatever the heck it ended up being. When that came out, it was like revolutionary because they would record your gameplay even if you weren't recording. So if you hit a really cool clip and you didn't have it recorded, it would like have it saved basically. So I eventually like upgraded my Aether Media to the Elgato, right? Just like using birthday money and Christmas money. And then I also had, I think the microphone I had at the time, it wasn't the Blue Snowball or the Blue Yeti or anything. It was, Blue made this microphone that was cheaper than both of those microphones. And it was like the dumbest looking thing, but low key the quality kind of hit. I would be cranking out Call of Duty commentaries just like this, basically. I had this like little laptop that I recorded with. So I was playing on PS3 and I was recording all my gameplay through the our little HD PVR setup, and my laptop didn't have enough RAM to actually use HD PVR, so it was kind of like glitchy, but we low-key made it work. Dang, 24. We're making it farther than I thought we would, honestly. Boys still got it. I still got those Call of Duty skills. People are gonna be watching this video and be like, what is this guy talking about? Oh, now I can see why the ray gun is not that good. You go through the ammo so quick. All right, now I'm getting it. Now I understand the ray gun hate. But yeah, literally I spent all this money on this equipment for my channel, you know, so I had an HD PVR, I had a laptop. You know what, honestly, I kind of want to try out the AK-74. I feel like this kind of hit for some reason. I wish I got double tap instead of dead shot, but whatever. We're gonna adapt and overcome. Oh, dude, I wish I had stamina up, actually. Stamina up would low-key go kind of crazy. Okay, honestly, the 74U kind of hits with no stock. Oh, shoot. And we hit fire with this thing? This thing kind of hits. Baby. I didn't know this thing hit like that. I don't even remember how you're supposed to train on this map. I've been running around in circles and hoping for the best. I'm pretty sure Kino is considered like the easiest map in Call of Duty Zombies. And I still don't know how to play it. I need to look up like tutorials. But yeah, I remember growing up, I used to love watching the FaZe House New York videos. So I don't know if you guys remember that, but before FaZe was kind of where they are now, they used to make these vlog videos where they all moved into like this house in New York. And I think that's what really inspired my friend and I to actually create DGN, right? To kind of compete with FaZe in a weird kind of way. I remember really looking up to those guys. And what's kind of crazy is they're all still around. Like, they all still make videos, which I think is really cool. Ooh, Insta with the 74U. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Hey, all right. Here we go. Oh, we hitting the box. We hitting that. I always looked up to the guys in FaZe Clan because I thought they were seriously living the dream at the time. They all lived in the same house. They would record like Call of Duty commentaries literally like this. People loved it because it was such a new idea at the time. Like, oh, all these gamers living in the same house. It's basically like a frat house. A frat house without the allegations. All right. So we got a Nova and we got a regular zombie. Let's go hit the box a little bit. See if we can get something kind of nice. Oh, yeah. This is what I wanted right here. This is what I wanted right here. I wanted that FAMAS, baby. Hey, FAMAS, baby. Look at this thing. I guess I don't call it the FAMAS in this game. But if you guys ever played like Black Ops 1 multiplayer, the FAMAS was like that gun. Dude, I'm honestly I would be genuinely surprised if anybody watches this. It's such like a niche piece of content. I'm over here like reminiscing it. But honestly, I feel like there's probably an audience out there for this. But I'm genuinely curious, like if you guys ever had YouTube channels growing up, because I feel like YouTube has changed so much since I started. Even just starting this channel, let alone like my entire time on YouTube. I feel like now is such a good time to actually start a YouTube channel because there's more people watching YouTube than ever. So I feel like if you are an up-and-coming YouTuber, like I was saying, try not to spend so much time looking for the easy way and just, you know, just put in the work, just put in the effort to actually grow. Oh, dude, honestly, hold on. Now I can see why people were doing these Call of Duty commentaries. They could just chill and play and like talk. Hold on a second. Dream job? But yeah, it's kind of funny. As cheesy as it sounds, my favorite thing to do these days is make YouTube video. I know that sounds kind of funny. Like most people like to go and party or hang out with friends and stuff, but I get such a deep sense of satisfaction from just making videos. It takes a lot for me to actually want to leave the house and like do other stuff. People will invite me to like, oh, let's go hang out. Let's go get drinks or something. Dude, all I want to do is record videos. Literally not a better feeling for me than to come home after like a long day of work and just start recording something. I get such a deep sense of satisfaction from actually recording the videos that it's so hard to beat. I spent so much of my life trying to find that thing, right, that brings me this happiness, you know? Like, I'm glad I was able to find it so early in my life, right, relatively speaking here. And it's like, I wish everybody could find that thing that they love to do, that they're so passionate about that it just brings them excitement to do it. I think that's what a lot of people honestly are missing in their life. Obviously, I go to work like anybody else does. You know, for a lot of people, work is their life, right? Obviously, you have to work for a living. I wish they just figured out what that thing was that they like doing and they had the courage to kind of pursue it. When you're starting off, like no one wants to look stupid when you're starting off something. But with YouTube, there's not really any choice. Like as soon as you upload your first video, people are gonna see you. People are gonna see this guy has no idea what he's talking about, or like, you know, it's kind of embarrassing. You kind of have to deal with that like embarrassment factor of it. I'm gonna hit the thunder gun real quick. You literally cannot go down if you have the thunder gun. I'm just saying. That positioning does not matter if you have the thunder gun. This thing has like a huge freaking reserve ammo. This thing is crazy. Honestly, let's just pack a punch the FAMAS real quick. I ain't really trying to be out here with all these guys. I'm curious to see if the FAMAS honestly hits with the pack a punch. Let's see this. This thing has such a huge freaking magazine. Oh, I honestly forgot we have monkey bombs too. Like, we are good. Maybe we'll go into one of those like room things. Ooh, I always thought these rooms were so creepy. Oh gosh, is there anything I can pick up? I don't remember. But I'm like genuinely curious to see what the general reception is on a video like this. Like, do people still rock with the Black Ops 3 commentaries? Is this the untapped market? Do people yearn for the commentary channels to return? I feel like nowadays YouTube is really good in a lot of ways, but at the same time there was a certain amount of charm to old YouTube videos. Just kind of these like authentic yap sesh videos. That's why I think YouTube is so cool, just because nowadays there are videos that are like super high production quality. But yeah, I'm genuinely curious to see if people actually even rock with content like this. For whatever reason, I had like a yearning to play Call of Duty Zombies again, because I was just remembering like, oh, what if I was a kid, what would I want to be doing right now, kind of thing. And I was like, ooh, Call of Duty commentaries. Honestly, I kind of want to buy the MP40 and like pack a punch that thing. I'm pretty sure this room is like the most dangerous room on this map. Oh, yeah, it definitely is. This is definitely the most dangerous room on this map. Coming out with all the strats. Honestly, low-key, we doing good. We low-key doing good. Your boy has still got it. I'm just saying. Okay, does anybody else honestly find zombies kind of relaxing? Like, hold on, hear me out on this one. Just playing something and then you could have music playing in the background or like YouTube videos. Like, hold on, I could catch a vibe doing this real quick. You could honestly just chill out, podcast or something, or be like in a Discord call with friends. You could run little trains around the map and like just chill. I don't know though, I think the way I see things is kind of weird sometimes. I was literally just aiming for around 20, but now this is like getting out of hand. Run out of things to talk about. What can I even say anymore? Oh, you know what's actually kind of cool? Is when this channel started growing, I started telling people at work about it, right? So I would be like, guys, check it out. My channel has like, you know, because I like sharing my wins with people. And what had ended up happening was my friends that I work with and I'm always like chatting shit with, they thought it was so cool. So like they started their own channels. So now when we're at work, all we do, because we work like this chill supermarket job. So all we're doing is just chatting with each other and like looking busy basically. And so now like every time we're all working together, we just talk about YouTube. It's so much fun, honestly. If you guys ever wanted to know what my actual personality was, it's girls and YouTube. I'm not even joking. Like all I talk about is dating and YouTube. Those are the only two things I'm interested in. So it's kind of fun that we have this little group that we all hang out and we just talk about YouTube all day. You know what's kind of funny with Call of Duty Zombies is I've never played the Black Ops 2 DLC map. So I never played Origins. I've never played Mob of the Dead or anything like that. I kind of want to try out those maps, try out the Easter eggs and things. I think that'd be kind of entertaining to watch. Someone who's like only experienced with zombies is Black Ops 1 maps. I think that'd be kind of interesting. The ray gun Mark II is not as bad as I thought. You just have to be smart with when you use it. You have to wait until everybody's like kind of grouped up. I'm trying to think of what the actual ideal perks are. What do people actually go for? I know right now I do not have the ideal perks at all. Like I know Jug and Quick Revive for sure. I definitely know you don't have Deadshot Daiquiri. Oh shit, okay, there we go. Finally down. All right, now I can finally get better perks, actually. This is a blessing in disguise. Okay, we gotta be careful now, actually. We have got to be careful. Let's get all these zombies to run through this trap and then go grab Jug. Oh shit, bruh. I didn't, well, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this yappy, old school commentary type thing. And if you guys want to see more of this, let me know in the comments. I'd love to do more of these.